Hi everyone, this is Stephanie on photography, and today I actually wanted to try out a levitation shot, and I wanted to share with you how it starts and how the idea comes. So this is more of the sort of creative process that I take. I'm actually right now standing in the area that I plan to do this photo at, as you saw in the picture that showed up in the beginning. The way that I approach how I'm going to take a shot, it usually starts off with an idea in my head based off inspiration. Sometimes it all starts because I end up alone at my apartment and I'm left with my thoughts of, can I take a photo today? I also wanted to point out that I'm so thankful for the views and the comments and the likes on my previous levitation tutorial. So before I get started, thank you for picking this video, and I really hope that it's something that can help you be inspired to be creative as well. My idea for today's photo sparked when I actually saw the kitchen that we just moved in. I noticed that all the stuff was kind of just left here, and I thought, those are some interesting chairs. These chairs belong to my roommate. As I was sitting in the living room from that distance, I thought, what if I cleared the area and I had a floating chair along with me floating as well? So I pictured it in my head, and as I speak, I haven't actually done the photo yet. The reason why I'm doing a self-portrait tutorial again is because sometimes all we have is a camera in ourselves, or we like to model ourselves, whatever the case is, or we don't have someone to help out but we really have an idea. I will try to do a tutorial in the future on how I go about it with other people, but it's basically the same technique. Just thought I'd explain why it's self-portrait again. So for those self-portrait photographers out there and you haven't tried levitation shots yet, I really hope that this is a great learning experience for you. So I want to start off with the first step that I took, which I just explained, is the inspiration. First, you can look at an area, you can look at somewhere in your room. So I'm already wearing the outfit that I chose for this picture, which you will see in the further shots. I decided that I wanted something long and I wanted something flowy, and I happen to have this dress from the Goodwill. So another thing, especially for female photographers, is sometimes inspiration can come just from the clothes. So first things first, you will definitely need your camera and you will need a tripod. I went over this in my original levitation video, but if you haven't seen that and you're just starting fresh and you've never tried it at all, let me remind you, you need a camera that has manual settings, you need a tripod to hold your camera still to make the process of editing so much easier for you, and you will need a stool or something to surface yourself on, and clothing that is a little easy to work with when you're on the stool. The second step that you need to take after making sure you have all the materials to shoot this picture is to make sure your area is cleared up. Once it's set up for the spot that you want to kind of imagine the picture in your head. So for this particular shot, I thought I'm going to have the chair a little like it's floating a bit, and that will be a separate picture. So you could start off with the chair, or you could start off with where you'll be levitating at. In order for me to get higher, I decided that I would put the stool on top of the chair so that I am above the chair. And then separately, I will make sure that the chair isn't in the space that I know I will be floating at. To make it an easy process, you just want to make sure that there's no overlaying unless you want overlaying, and if you overlay, just be aware of where you're overlaying, but try not to put yourself in the same spot as the chair. This sort of levitation idea is something new for me because I've not actually done it with another big object floating. I've only done little objects, and I do want you guys to know that I plan to make floating objects in another tutorial. But for this one, I decided to do one main thing floating and then me as well. Another thing you could add just for fun, which I might do, I don't know because I haven't tried yet, but is to add something such as a prop. Sometimes along the way I get inspired by objects I see while I'm getting ready for the shot, and I actually got inspired to possibly add this, so I lit the candle, and to have a light in the corner shining up just to give a little bit of lighting depth. We'll see if that works, and I guess this is me trying to record the process before seeing the final image. So although I showed the final image on the end, I actually don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm picturing it in my head. So this is kind of how I go about it. I just picture it and go for it. If you're going to add an object to the set, just make sure that when you photograph it, it's in the area that you want. And keep your camera in the same spot the entire time of this process so that you can save yourself from doing a lot of work on Photoshop. If you do have an object in the shot, make sure you hold it off to the side without your fingers in the way to make editing again easier. For my particular photo, I decided to start off with me in my levitation pose. After my levitation pose, I decided to take the picture of just the chair in a different area, but as if it was floating. I made sure that my hands aren't in front of the chair so that when I edit them out, it's much easier. I guess you could say the point of this tutorial is to show you how I do it in the easiest way possible, but it's also just really fun at the same time. Also, it gets really hot in photo shoots, so indoor photo shoots, so I got this fan. Woo! After doing me and then the chair as separate images, I decided to try an object just for fun. If it doesn't come out in post-processing and you don't like how the extra object looks, you don't have to include it, but it's always fun to add something just in case it looks great in the photo. Sometimes when you have a plain background, as I do, and you use just a wall, you can actually move it around in the photo and it doesn't exactly have to be where it is, as long as you select it in editing. After having all the objects and all the layers, I put the area back to place if I want, and then I proceed to editing. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I really hope it helped, and if you have any questions or something didn't go the way that you planned, then just comment below or leave me a message and let me know what it is I can help you with. If you want to view my work, you can view all of it at stephaniann.net, or you can support me on Facebook where most of my photos are uploaded. Please share and let others know if you believe they like this type of photography, and it would mean a whole bunch to me if you could help me out as I grow in my photography business and in my photography portfolio. If you didn't enjoy this video but you made it this far, I just want to say thank you for making it this far. If you watched it for other reasons that had nothing to do with levitation, I don't know why, feel free to watch other videos for no reason. To end this video, I just wanted to say I am actually currently starting a fashion company with my friend who is a designer. And because we're starting this, it's very new that we are currently in the stage of fundraising. If you'd like to help out with this fashion company, because I will be photographing the progress along the way, you can order one of our t-shirts that say "You Matter" on it, because that's the message that we're choosing to tell. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my future videos. Bye!